Hi, my name is Umberto Mucci and this is We the ItaliaNews, a podcast about Italy during coronavirus times. Today is Wednesday, May 19, 2021. Italy has administered 28,383,000 shots of vaccine. 9,049,000 Italians are fully vaccinated, 15.3% of the population. The regions who fully vaccinated the highest percentage of the population are Liguria, Molise, Marche, Emilia-Romagna and Basilicata. Those who instead vaccinated the lowest percentage of the population are Sicily, Calabria, Sardinia, Campania and Lazio. This ranking changes if we consider the percentage of doses administered in relation to those delivered. From this point of view, the 5 regions with the highest percentage are Apulia, Veneto, Lombardy, Marche and Liguria, while those with the lowest percentage are Sardinia, Calabria, Friuli Venezia Giulia, Trentino Alto Adige and Sicily. The situation of the contagion is getting better. No Italian region is above the critical threshold of 30% ICU occupancy for the second consecutive day, while nationally the percentage drops to 19%. And so, starting today, Italy comes back to life, raises the last shutters of public places, gains an hour of freedom with the shift in the yellow zones of the curfew at 11 p.m. From June 7 will start at midnight, and on June 21 it will be abolished. From June 1, it will be possible to have coffee inside bars and dine indoors in restaurants. A maximum of 4 people may sit at a table unless it is a family unit. The distance between tables must be at least 1 meter. This distance can only be reduced with physical barriers of separation. Clients will be required to wear a mask at all times when not seated at a table. The reopening of gyms has been moved up to May 24. Audiences in stadiums and all sports competitions are back with a limit of 1,000 people outdoors and 500 people indoors. From May 22, shopping malls can also be open on Saturdays and Sundays, holidays and pre-holidays, but discos and dance halls remain suspended. Indoor pools will reopen only on July 1st and nothing changes for visits to family and friends. The limit of 4 people remains. In addition, there is a change in the evaluation criteria to enter the various risk zones marked by the different colors of the regions. The parameters fall from 21 to 12. The incidence of contagions will replace the RT index, while the rate of hospitalization and saturation of intensive care units will be decisive. Finally, the Green Pass is official. Are considered Green Pass the vaccination certificate, the report of a negative rapid antigenic or molecular swab made no more than 48 hours before, and the report certifying the end of the COVID infection and therefore the recovery. They are valid in both digital and paper versions. The Green Pass authorizes to move between red or orange regions, to participate in outdoor events or shows, civil and religious ceremonies, fairs, conventions and congresses. Among the hypotheses of its use, there is also the entrance in amusement parks, bingo halls and casinos that will reopen from July 1st. The duration of the Green Pass depends on the type of certificate that is presented. In the case of vaccine certificate, the duration is 9 months. The certificate of recovery from COVID lasts 6 months from the date of the end of isolation. The negative swab report, molecular or antigenic, is only valid 48 hours after collection. Another good news is that finally, from June 15, it will be possible again to organize parties for weddings, religious events, and any other type of reception. To participate, it will be necessary to be in possession of the Green Pass. The parties can take place both outdoors and indoors, but soon will be announced the maximum number of participants allowed. Meanwhile, what is making more discussion is undoubtedly the figure of the COVID manager, a sort of policeman who will ensure that the party takes place in full compliance with anti-COVID regulation. One will be needed every 50 guests. The COVID manager will have to verify the respect of the rules from the guests and the workers of the structure, avoiding assemblages and verifying that the masks are always worn except when eating. It will also have to maintain the list of participants for a period of 14 days in case of positivity in order to facilitate the tracking. Self-service remains absolutely prohibited unless buffets are made exclusively with single-serving products. Even the actual party, singing and dancing, will be limited to the rules that seek to predict contagion, and whoever gets married from June 15 to June 21 will have to know that at midnight there will be the curfew. As previously said, after June 21 there will be no curfew. In short, the wedding starts again, but the rules will force to very limited and different parties from those provided by the traditions that all over Italy usually regulate wedding parties. A study just published indicates what are the main concerns of Italians regarding the recovery plan, the financing program based on European funds that should boost the Italian economy in the next 6 years. Italians fear waste, corruption and bureaucracy. In particular, 75.5% of those interviewed suspected the pressure to spend quickly could result in a reduction in controls, paving the way for illegality. 56.4% maintain the resources must be spent quickly, but with reliable mechanisms for verifying compliance with standards and rules. For 30.4%, strict controls are needed on the part of the state, even at the cost of slowing down, while for 6.5%, controls must be completely eliminated in order to spend resources as quickly as possible. Given that the concerns are so diverse and at times contrary to one another, though all very just, you can understand how complicated the work of those who will have to put the plan into practice will be. When experts look at which diets are actually healthy, providing us with the nutrients we need while also helping to keep our bodies at a healthy weight, the Mediterranean diet comes out on top year after year. Rich in vegetables, legumes and healthy fats like fish and olive oil, the Mediterranean diet is packed with delicious food options, but it also comes with a slew of health benefits including lower blood pressure, reduce insulin sensitivity, reduce inflammation and reduce oxidative stress. And a new study just uncovered another benefit that we may be able to add to that list: protection against Alzheimer's disease. For the study, published in the journal Neurology, researchers looked at brain scans of 512 older adults. Those who followed the Mediterranean diet were less likely to have high levels of the proteins associated with Alzheimer's and less likely to have brain shrinkage. They also did cognitive tests that focus on memory, executive function and more, and again, those who followed the Mediterranean style of eating came out on top. And so the advice I can give to all of you is to continue to eat healthy and consume Italian products. Not only come to visit Italy, please, but also buy Italian groceries, food and wine and olive oil. It's all for now, it's all for today. My name is Umberto Mucci. This was We the Italian News. I'll see you next Friday. Please stay healthy and take care. Ciao from Rome.